Good morning, everybody. Kilt here. We are on morning of day 102. Woohoo, 102 days of hiking on the trail. Wow, that's a long time. Lots of rain last night. So I'm getting not normal, later than normal start. Same time as yesterday pretty much, on trail, 10 o'clock. I know, it's like brunch crew, 10 o'clock. Whoa. But just kind of slept in accidentally and everything was wet and raining, so trying to just give the gear a little time this morning to air out and dry out. I'm not the only one. Everybody was late leaving camp this morning and the shelter area. But we're on trail, pushing north. Temperatures have cooled off today, or going to be cooled off. Not as hot, so that's good. No rain, no more rain in the forecast. And we'll see how the humidity runs. Hopefully it stays down also. Cloud cover right now, so that's, I guess, a good thing, but everything is wet on the ground and muddy. So slick rocks and mud, but I'm not in a rush today. I'm not doing big miles. Kind of got a game plan for the day, so we'll just take it easy and get there when we get there. I hope y'all had a good night. You're all having a good morning, and we'll see what the day brings us. Let me get you turned around and show you some of this morning mud we've got. Some good slick stuff here. Let's see if we can navigate through here without falling. That's the key thing. Things are gonna get nasty and muddy and dirty. That's irrelevant. It's the falling down in the mud that you don't want to do. And oddly enough, for most of the morning, we've been hearing a lot of trees falling down and cracking. I don't know if that's just from the excessive water in the ground and they're snapping and falling over or what, but it's been kind of eerie. All right. So like normal fashion, yes, we have a good morning climb that we're starting to work our way into. And hopefully there's a view at the top, but I'm not positive with this cloud cover. Maybe we'll still be below it, not above cloud line when we get to the top. So let me get this climb knocked out and get to the top, and we'll bring y'all back. I think it's called Dan's Pulpit when we get up there. So one way or the other, whether it's a whiteout or not, we'll show you what it looks like. But here's our morning so far. Checking out the outfit. All right, so after the third false summit and the climb, we got to the top, and here is Dan's Pulpit. And the clouds are above us still, which is a good thing. And what a spectacular view this is. Even though it was a late start, this is going to be second breakfast. And what a view to have second breakfast. Look at that farmland down there. We are so close to being finished with Pennsylvania. And she gives us a view like this. Now don't get me wrong, you can see the rocks. And the boulder field was back down in there. Barely hard enough to do without the camera, let alone with the camera, so. All right, soak that in, hydrate up, get a snack, and move north. Absolutely gorgeous. So after what feels like an eternity of boulder hopping and rock climbing, and the longest section to get to lunch, we have made it to the turnoff for the shelter here to the right. Luckily it's right here pretty much on trail. So let's go on in, check it out. Oh, I see one hiker here. This is the Allentown Hiking Club shelter that maintains this section of trail and shelter. Let's get in here and get a quick peek. Oh, nice big side table. I haven't seen something like that set up since the Smokies. That's cool. Nice big grass area. Trash in the fire ring. Spin around. Another side table over here. At least they got brooms and a shovel to help keep clean up. Somebody painted a little chess and checkerboard on the floor. And there we are right there on the box, the Allentown shelter. Pretty small, pretty simple. Got an elevated bunk on the left. Another one on the right. Nice big step porch. All right, it's lunchtime. Oh, just so I'm not going back to film it, I didn't even pay attention, but there's a water cache right there as we come up here to the gravel road, and it is our second to last gravel road crossing before the end of the day. And that's Schuylkill Pen Township or something, old Mason property marker. But crossing the gravel road here. Oh, here's another one here you can read. West Pennsylvania Township, 1963. All right. So we have this last leg to the next road. Then supposed to be like a store or a restaurant or something. At the next one, get a drink, maybe a bite to eat, and then push on our last little bit to our campsite. But ever since lunch stop, it's pretty much been like a Jeep trail. So we haven't done any boulder climbing or rock hopping. It's just been all this kind of stuff right here. Little things under your feet stabbing you, going back and forth. But it's alright, the weather's cooperated. Temps are down, humidity's down, and there's a breeze. So all in all, having a decent day. Just wish I wouldn't have started so late. Oh, finally. Get a load of that. Coming into Thunderhead Lodge. Still not done for the day, but they got live music going on and a band playing. Oh, this is well deserved. I think old Kelt's gonna get him a cold beer. Maybe some hot food. All right, absolutely. All right, well, before we get hit for this music playing, let's go find a place to sit down and relax for a little bit, and then we'll push on to our campsite. Heck yeah. So we finished up with Thunderhead Lodge restaurant. I had them dozen wings, 2 cold beers, lots of ice water. Pushed on out of there. We are coming up now to the power line clearing, which should have our side trail to our campsite. We just need to find it. So let's go check out the view from the power line and go from there. It is early evening, late afternoon. There's a view. All farmland down there. Way off in the distance, mountain range. Peaceful. No noise pollution. Alright, beautiful breeze. Get some things to dry out. Alright, let's find this side trail down to camp. We'll be back when we get set up. Welcome to end of the day wrap up for day 102. That's right, 102 hiking day on trail. We made it down here to the new Tripoli campsite. It was almost 0.3 down the power line side trail to this campsite area where there is water. That's the key thing, and this area has been real dry, so having water here is key. No sooner did I get down here and get everything set up and situated, all the other campers or other hikers rolled in, so I wasn't able to really film and do anything of that nature on the out there and about. But I will give you a quick peek just out the door. And you see kind of everyone sitting around, got tents all over the place. But we're here in the tent and we got the book set up, so let's get you turn around, show you the book so we can get this wrapped up and closed out, because I'm going to bed because I'm getting up early in the morning and I am exhausted. So without further ado, here's the book. All right, we started our morning right there on the Hawk Mountain Road at the Eckville shelter area. We didn't stay in the shelter. We tented like you showed you yesterday, and I don't recommend that one bit. So if you're watching this and you're curious about the Eckville shelter, don't plan on staying in the shelter. If you're going to go to tent camp, that's fine. Use the facilities, that's great. But caretaker was a rude individual. Rude to other hikers, not just me. Real snappy and felt like he couldn't be bothered. So anyway, off of that soapbox, we started our morning there and we went pretty much flat for a little bit, and then we started that climb. You know how we like our morning climbs. So we got across footbridge and then we started our climb, and already we're at the bottom of the page, so let me turn the page. All right, at the very top of the climb, we had the side trail that took you over to Hawk Mountain. That was a 2.5 mile side trail. We obviously did not go do that. And that climb up there actually had 3 false summits. So climbed up, the first one had water, second one was a tent site, and the third one was the Hawk Mountain Trail. Went up from there all the way up to Dan's Pulpit. Showed you that one. I did not see a trail register anywhere up there. Got good, actually that Dan's Pulpit was the where we had second breakfast. So that was a really nice lookout area. That elevation for Dan's Pulpit was 1,615 feet. So we were pretty much at the top at that point in time. All we did was run the ridge. Run the ridge, run the ridge. Tri-County Corner, I'm not sure what that was. I didn't really see it. There's the Allentown Hiking Club shelter where we stopped and had lunch. The Unreliable Spring was dried up. We were told by other hikers that went to go try to find it. It was dried up. It wasn't nothing running. Fortunately, we had enough water to get down into town from where we were at. And in the process of coming downhill and running down, we came up to Fort Franklin Road, the gravel road right there, and that's where the water cache was. So I kind of zoomed back in after I filled up one water bottle and then walked away, and I'm like, oh, I should have took a picture. So that's when you guys came back out and I did that. And then from there, we scurried along, just kind of had nice, easy terrain. And we ended up right there at the Pennsylvania 309, the Blue Mountain Summit, where we stopped and had a late lunch or a snack and a couple cold beers. I showed you guys a picture of that. We were at the Thunderhead Lodge right there. That's on the Pennsylvania 309, like 0.2 left of the trailhead. So walked over there, got that, got back on trail and pushed on about another 2 miles, just short of 2 miles, to the power line, to the new Tripoli campsite for day 102. Mile marker 1,248 miles, 0.2 miles. That's how far we've come so far. Oops, sorry, we're shaking here. There we go. So 1,248.2 miles. We did 13.3 today. And the campsite we're sitting at is at 1,400 feet. It says it's 0.2, but it's a little more than that downhill. Anyway, so that's where we're at. 13.3 mile day on day 102. So that's all I have for now. I just want to say thank you to each and every one of you who are watching and following along. I hope you're still enjoying it. I'm still enjoying the hike. We're having a lot of fun. We're meeting new people. We're meeting people that have been on the trail as long or not as long or longer than us. So every day is something different. Running into new people, running into old people that we've been with. So every day's different. The weather today was absolutely phenomenal. The humidity was down. Was not raining. We didn't have blaring sun. Had a cool breeze. Tonight may be the actual first night in a while that we actually need a blanket. It's been that hot and sticky. So if you want to see more, we're going into town tomorrow, so we'll take you along for that. Show you what that adventure's like. We're still going to do a fairly decent mile day, somewhere around 12, but it's still decent miles. So it's not technically. I mean, I guess technically it is a Nero. So, but tomorrow's a new day, and that's a new video. So if you want to see any of that, come back in the morning with that fresh cup of coffee, and hit play, and we'll see you then. Other than that, have a good night, everybody. My name's Kilt. We're still pushing north on this thru hike of the Appalachian Trail. We will see you all tomorrow. Bye-bye.